What is up, my bitches? What is up, hun? We are doing what am I doing today? I have forgotten already. Today, we're doing a girl talk video. I love filming these. I also classify these as my taboo talks because we talk about shit that's just not, spoken about enough, I reckon, in society. Someone actually said to me on my Facebook page why I classify these videos as taboo talks when all the topics are natural and normal. And I thought about it. No one wants to talk about periods. No one wants to talk about the aftermath of anal sex. No one wants to talk about what it's like to lose your virginity. So that's why I call these my taboo talks, because even though it's natural and totally normal, we should not feel ashamed to want to speak about this stuff. We should encourage each other to speak about these things more often. This is why I'm here, bitch. Breaking the stigma, hun. I'm all about girl power, hun. I'm all about changing this shit. Let's fix the world that we fucking live in, yeah? Let's try and fix it. I jumped on Instagram and asked you guys if you had any questions for me that you wanted me to answer, and I also did it over on my Facebook page. So I have a lot. There's a lot of fucking questions here. I'm just ready to go in and fucking answer them. I just want to let you guys know, especially if you're new to my channel via this video, I'm not a professional, okay? I'm not anyone special. I have no fucking degrees in this shit. All my answers are based off my experiences and what I personally think and my opinions and what I have been through. Everyone's different. People may disagree with me. People may have different, experiences than me, and that's completely normal and completely fine. Everyone's different. We're meant to be different. But yeah, I'm just your average Aussie girl. I'm 25. I've been doing the deed for a while. I've had my heart broken. I've fallen in love. I had my hoe phase, okay? I'm obviously going to be answering these questions that you guys ask, and I always keep it anonymous. So if I ever do these videos in the future, please do not be afraid to ask me any questions. I will never, ever, ever put your name out on the internet. You're anonymous, hun. No one knows who you are. It's okay. You can ask your question and I can answer in the video, and no one will know it's you. So the first question is, how do you become comfortable to have sex with someone? So I have lost my virginity, obviously. I'm in my mid-20s and I'm in a long-term relationship. I lost my virginity back when I was 14, so it's been a long time. And I am very timid and very shy when it comes to intimacy with men, especially when I was younger with boys. Which you might think is kind of weird because I'm so preppy and confident on camera. I'm the opposite when it comes to intimacy with guys. So back when I was younger, how I got comfortable was the fact that I used to drink every time. I used to get drunk, wasted, to do the deed with a dude, which I don't encourage. I don't encourage you getting drunk to lose your virginity or to just have sex with guys. Obviously, I have had a few boyfriends throughout the years, and over time, I built that kind of comfortability with them. So I could be whatever I wanted, do whatever I wanted with them sexually, and not feel ashamed. And I just grew to be comfortable with them. If it's someone new, you're always going to be nervous, okay? It's always going to be a nerve-wracking situation if you're doing it with someone new. Especially if you don't know them well, if you're having a one-night stand and stuff, unless you're drunk, you're always gonna be nervous and it's gonna be fucking awkward. It was for me anyway. I was always so fucking awkward. I was like, what are we doing? I could cringe at some of the shit that I've done when I was younger. Don't stress too much. You're not the only one that feels a little bit uncomfortable when you have sex with someone new for the first time. I feel like as you grow up, you become more comfortable with who you are and your body, and once you are in a happy place with yourself, you become more comfortable showing those parts of yourself to other people. It comes with time. That's the only thing I can say. As I said, I'm in a long-term relationship. And honestly, if I was to become single, if we were to separate, fuck, I wouldn't even know how to pull dudes anymore. I wouldn't even know how to do nothing. I would be back to a virgin bitch. I wouldn't know how to do shit. It'd be a whole different ball game now. I haven't been single since I was fucking 18. You know what I mean? That was a long time ago. Favorite position. I can't believe I'm saying this on camera. Hopefully my brother doesn't fucking click on this video because he subscribed to my channel a while ago. He was like, I'm gonna give you a subscriber. And he just randomly picked on one of my videos, didn't look at the title, and it was one of my fucking girl talks, like one of my taboo fucking chats, and I was talking about the hair on my vagina, and he was mortified. So bruv, if you're on my video, you won't wanna hear this. Hands fucking down, doggy style. Don't get it twisted, hun. Like every fucking time, I naturally, automatically go straight to that position. It's my favorite. I don't know why. It just feels so fucking good. And I feel like, I don't know, you can maneuver your hands a bit more and like, I don't know, you have the freedom to do other things to your body and to your partner's body when you're in that position. I personally think anyway. And yeah, I don't know, I just love it. Head down, ass up, hun. Like all about that life. I'm so happy someone like asked this next question because I've been wanting to have this conversation for a while now. Someone asked me, men watching porn while in a relationship, your opinion on it? Oh my God. Okay, so I have noticed as of recently, like I go on TikTok quite a bit, like every couple of days I'll spend like an hour on there, and I see all these videos of these women complaining that their partners watch porn and they're insecure about it. Now I get it, right? I totally understand why you would feel insecure about your partner watching porn. I used to be the same. But then you mature. I remember when I was like 20, 19, I used to feel so insecure about it, and I was like, oh my God, like these girls that you watch, like they look nothing like me, like I'm not that person, like if I don't look like that, does that mean you don't find me attractive? It's not about that. I started putting my feet in his shoes and I was like, hang on a minute, I watch porn. And let me tell you, hun, small hands looks nothing like my partner. Like nothing like him. They're really, really distant, okay? They don't look anything alike. And I even watch a lot of lesbian stuff, and it's like, I'm fucking straight. So it's like, I don't know. It shouldn't be an issue. It shouldn't be an issue. And if it is an issue, then you have a lot of work to do on yourself. Like a lot of work. Because yeah, those types of insecurities are just not welcome in long-term relationships. Like you just can't be like that. If you want your relationship to last, you can't be overly jealous. You can't be insecure about him watching porn. Like it's so silly. I know that like there's a lot of stigma behind porn and there's a lot of opinions about it. Like obviously porn isn't a natural thing. And I think we've all been like, I don't know, exposed to it through the internet, desensitized to it. So now it's like normal. That's like porn's part of our life now. The only thing that makes me think watching porn could be bad for your partner in your relationship is if he's watching it consistently, like all the time. If it's like a daily thing, not even daily because some dudes masturbate daily, but like if it's like all the time, like if he's like addicted to watching porn, then that is a problem. But if he's watching it like every now and then in his alone time, like that's got nothing to do with you, hun. He's having some self-care time. Like just like I have self-care time when I'm on my own. Like it's so, yeah, it's very, very silly that girls feel insecure about it. And also like spice up your fucking sex life. Watch porn with your partner, hun. Like have you done that? I've done that with a couple of my boyfriends, and it's always fun. No, I don't know why girls get so insecure about it. Obviously it's just a reflection of what you think about yourself. Like you're insecure within your relationship and you obviously have mad trust issues, so the thought of your partner like getting off on another girl makes you feel uncomfortable. I get it. I used to be the same, but like as I said, you grow, you mature, and in long-term relationships, that kind of shit can't be in your relationship. Like it just won't work. You won't last if you are insecure like that. I'm like weird. Like I know like what type of porn my partner watches. Like I like know. Like we talk about it. And like if I come across certain porn videos, I'll be like, oh babe, look, I found this video. We obviously don't go into detail. Like I don't know when he watches it. He doesn't know when I watch it. And it's like, you know, obviously there's some things like we keep personal and private, but yeah, we're pretty fucking open and there's no issues. As I said, I think it's an issue if it's like a consistent thing and they're like addicted to it. They should probably go get help, because if you're addicted to porn and addicted to having sex, that is an issue. But yeah, if it's just like every other guy, like whatever. He's not wanting to go stick his dick in her and leave you. If he didn't want to be with you, he wouldn't be with you. And there's another thing, like, when dudes have sex with their partners, it's like they love them and they, you know, it's different. You know, when you're watching porn, you're just busting a nut, you know what I mean? Some tips on how to not feel guilty for masturbating. It's completely natural and normal. And I hate that people feel ashamed when they do pleasure themselves. Like, it's self-care. Do you understand how good an orgasm is for the female mind? Like, it literally helps us grow our hair. Orgasms are healthy for our hair. See this health, bitch? See this length? All natural, hun. You know how I got it there? Plenty of orgasms. Don't feel ashamed. Like, orgasms are amazing. It's okay to give yourself one. There's nothing wrong with it. Completely normal. If we weren't meant to pleasure ourselves, then we wouldn't have the opportunity to do it. And bitch, orgasms are so fucking good for you, for your mind, for your body, for your soul, for your health. Like, oh, you need to have them. Honestly, it makes a fucking huge difference, even with mental health. There's even been studies in mental health and how orgasms can improve your mental health. Like, go rub one out, babe. Like, just go get it done. Next question is, my boyfriend doesn't want to use toys because he thinks, why use toys if I have him? But I want toys. He's obviously really insecure. Sorry. Yeah, he's obviously just really insecure that he can't do the job for you. But I don't know why men think like that, because it's so not that. Like, yes, you can do the job, hun. You know, you fuck good, okay? It's all right. But do you know how much fun it is adding toys to your sex life? And how, like, it just boosts the fucking orgasms and shit like that? It's so much fun, and it's so, like, it's a really good way to, like, connect with your partner through intimacy and, like, grow as a couple when you experience different things like that together, especially in the bedroom. Like, mate, this is what I'm saying. Long-term relationships, you need to not be insecure like this. You need to spice things up. If you want your relationship to last a long time, you need to keep things fresh and funky. You can't be doing missionary, like, all day, every day, you know what I mean? Like, that gets boring as fuck. You need to fucking spice it up. And as I said, it's a great way to connect to your partner. Like, and you learn so much about one another once you start, like, exploring with sex. And, like, doing different things and trying different things and using toys and stuff like that. Like, the other week, I was, like, on a sex toy website and I was like, oh, look at this. Like, we should try this out. Like, what do you fucking mean? He's fine. He's cool with it. He's like, whatever. Like, I think it can be super attractive for some men too. So obviously your partner is insecure with it. And maybe that's something that he needs to work on with himself. But I would just buy them anyway. Okay, so next question is, I've been single for 2 years now. How do I get a boyfriend? Oh, hun. So in my personal opinion, relationships come about when you least expect them. For me personally, every single fucking time I have said to myself, I don't want a boyfriend. I want to be on my own. I don't want to be in a relationship. Every single time I get to that point, someone comes into my life and sweeps me off my feet and I fall in love. If you are looking for it, it's not going to come to you. I suggest that you stop looking for it. Stop asking for it and stop wanting it. Continue to spend time on your own and learn how to love yourself and be on your own and be comfortable and confident on your own. When you get to a certain point in your life where you accept that and you're like, bitch, I'm fine by myself. I don't want that. Then the right person comes into your life. If it's meant to be, it will be, you know what I mean? Obviously right now, you're meant to be on your own. You're meant to be on this journey by yourself. And when the time is right, that perfect person will come into your life. But if you do want to get out there and date, I suggest you go out. I don't know, go to bars, go to clubs. I know it's kind of hard right now because of COVID and stuff, and you know, the world's pretty much fucking shut down. But you know, I used to just go out to parties and stuff when I was younger and go like out to clubs and that's where I would meet people. And yeah, one night stands sometimes turn into relationships. Has being in a relationship affected how you see yourself and your body compared to the single life? 100% it has affected it. It has improved it. I used to be very insecure when I was younger and I had a lot of problems, and especially with my self image and my body image and just who I was as a person. I struggled a lot with my weight. I've mentioned this before, but I did kind of have like an eating disorder. I wasn't diagnosed with an eating disorder, but I did lose a load of weight and was quite sick, and that was connected to my mental health at the time. I feel so loved and so beautiful with my partner, and he compliments me all the time, whether it's just waking up in the morning and looking feral, or when I do my makeup and dress up, he'll compliment me, or when we're intimate together, he'll compliment me. And I know that, like, I turn him on. I know I'm attractive to him, and he tells me that and reminds me that every day. And I'm happy in my relationship, and I don't need validation from anyone else. I definitely feel more comfortable now that I'm in a long-term relationship, with myself, with who I am, with my body image, with my appearance. Like, I'm way more confident than what I was when I was single. All these things that we're so insecure about when it comes to being a woman and our bodies and our appearance, when you're in a relationship, like a real relationship, a long-term relationship where there is like partnership and real love, those things don't matter. They are nothing. They're like, they just don't matter. Like stretch marks, if you gain a little bit of fucking weight, like things like that, like it just doesn't matter. Like, they don't love you for your body. Like, they love you because of who you are as a person. And yeah, that's definitely changed my perspective on myself and given me way more confidence. Is it okay not to bleed while losing your virginity, even if the girl is not into sports or is athletic? 100%. I don't know where this has come from. This whole thing that we all bleed when we lose our virginity. I didn't. I didn't bleed at all. Some girls don't bleed. It's okay. I think every girl is different, and especially it depends on like who you're losing your virginity with and their size. And how careful they are with you. But yeah, I didn't bleed. It's normal. Not everyone bleeds. If you have an abortion in your early teens, would anyone, doctors, can tell after more than a decade? I don't know. I wouldn't assume. Like, I would assume not. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. You'd definitely have to speak to someone about that who's like a medical professional, or just Google it and see if you can find anything out. I'm not sure. I wouldn't think so. I wouldn't think so. Unless you had like an infection or something after you had the abortion, maybe. You might have like some scarring or something in your uterus. But yeah, I don't think so. Would you say that you are the dominant one in bed? No, no, I'm not. I can be. It depends on my mood. I don't know. I'm not dominant, but I definitely let them know like what I want. Okay, like this is what I want. Do it like this. Thank you, sir. But yeah, I'm more submissive. I'd rather like, yeah, I'm not the dom. You know what I mean? How can I get over guilt of sending nudes to a guy I met online and never in person? Don't send nudes. Oh my God, don't send nudes, especially to a fucking stranger. Don't send nudes, hun. Like, don't do it. I have never ever sent nudes to a stranger. I've sent one nude photo in my entire life, and that was to my ex-boyfriend, and we were together for a while before I did it, and I know that that photo went nowhere. You know what I mean? I know that he probably doesn't even have it now. Yeah, don't send nudes, dude. Like, fucking don't. Especially if you're underage, don't fucking do it, because if you're underage, it's technically child pornography, and that's illegal, hun. So don't do it. How do I get over the guilt of sending a nude? I don't know, doll. I don't know. You've done it. You've sent it. There's no point of overthinking it and holding on to that. Like, it's done. How often do you watch porn? I don't know. It just depends. Sometimes I don't need to watch it. Like, if I'm spending some time by myself, I don't need to watch it all the time. I can literally conjure up the best fucking shit in my own head. Like, honestly, this bitch up here knows what's up. How do you want to raise your kids? Like, open or closed about sex? 100% open. Oh, when I fix this a little bit. I will have a very open household when it comes to my children, especially with this type of stuff and these topics, especially if I have girls if I have daughters. I've already spoken to my partner. We have both discussed this. You know, we've been in a long-term relationship and children come up quite often, like the topic of children and having them and when we are going to have them comes up quite often. So we've definitely talked about what we would like our parenting to be like, and yeah, it'll be a very fucking open household with this type of stuff. I never ever want my children to feel ashamed. I never want them to feel like they can't come to me. I will never judge them, no matter what they do in their life, or no matter any of that bullshit. Like, I will have a very open household, and even with my boys, like when I have boys, especially when they're teens, I will be that annoying mum that I will make sure they have condoms, dude. Like, I will drill it in their heads to wrap their dicks. Like, yeah, I will be that mum. And it's funny because I come from a household where it was quite open, and you know, sex wasn't a shy conversation, it wasn't an awkward conversation, where my partner comes from the opposite. Like, it wasn't very open with that stuff, and it's very important to have a very open relationship. Like, I want my daughter to be able to come to me and talk to me about this stuff, but I want her to be able to go to her dad as well and talk to this stuff without her dad feeling uncomfortable, and also feeling like she's wrong and she's doing something wrong. My dad never made me feel like that. If I ever went to him about this type of stuff, like, he never made me feel ashamed for asking questions. And yeah, that is going to be a very, very strong thing in my household. Like, yeah, very open, very open. Do you believe that size really matters? No, it fucking doesn't. It really doesn't. And like, that big dick energy, mate, like, it does not fucking matter. Because I have slept with men who are quite large, and I've slept with men who are kind of, you know, like normal. They were better. These motherfuckers think that just because they've got a big dick that they know what they're doing. Half the time, they fucking don't. So don't worry about it. It's not even about the dick size. Like, it's not about that at all in any way. Thoughts on the porn industry? Here we go, bitch. Here we fucking go. I love reading romance, obviously, because I love love. I love human behavior, and I love the idea of falling in love and romance, and, you know, it's finding your significant other for the rest of your life and all that bullshit. But I also love reading romance and erotica because of the sex scenes, because they're written from female point of views. I don't read any male authors. I read only female authors. I feel like there is a massive problem with the porn industry, especially because it's pretty much run by all men, and it is marketed and designed for men overall. Yes, there's content that is made for us, and yes, there is like pages on Pornhub that say for women, and it has like a bunch of videos that are suggested for us because we're women, but it's like so fucking not right. Like, I checked that page out not long ago, and I was like, what the fuck are these videos? Like, someone hire me, because I know what women want. Like, these authors know what women want when it comes to sex, and the porn industry just does not fucking care. The men are where all the money's at. Like, they are the ones that consume it the most. Because so many men are behind the porn industry and it's like marketed for men, a lot of videos represent the type of sex men desire and not necessarily what we desire. And then in real life, especially when you're young and you're learning about your sexuality, especially if you've got like a young partner, like a boyfriend in high school or something, things can get really confusing because, you know, even like with porn videos, like, there's not much like stimulation of the clit and things like that, you know, and it's these girls that are fucking wailing and fucking, you know, moaning and sounding like a cat dying over just getting railed, and that's just not how it works. And a lot of young men, you know, they start sleeping around in their teens or whatever, whether they have girlfriends or one night stands, and they just go and do what they've watched because they think that's what's up. And that's what the girl's going to enjoy, and it's like the complete opposite. Yeah, there's a huge, like, I don't know, there's a problem with the porn industry, and especially with like amateur porn too. I know there's been a lot of issues as of recent, like Pornhub had to remove a bunch of amateur videos because they were of underage girls, and there was a lot of like vile videos on there. And it's like, there's fucking issues with the porn industry and porn websites, 100%. And people also forget the dark web and how fucked the dark web is as well. Like, there's a lot of really disgusting things on the dark web, like pornography that's disgusting, that sells, that a lot of people watch and into it. And there's just, there's a lot of fucking issues, okay? I could talk about it for ages, but especially like mainstream porn, like Pornhub and stuff like that. The whole thing is like there's not enough women in the porn industry controlling this shit. There's not enough. And I think there's not enough women having an active say behind the scenes, whether it's producing, directing, with, you know, different companies and stuff like that. There's just not enough. I remember watching this documentary like ages ago. It was a couple of years ago probably on Netflix, and it was about the porn industry. And this French woman hated that the porn industry was made for men and there wasn't enough content on there to please us and for us. So she ended up going out and creating like her own company and started directing and producing her own like erotic films. And it blew the fuck up, and she made a lot of fucking money, and I'm pretty sure she's still doing it now. I can't remember her name, can't remember the doco. But it was like, there's this part of the market for us that like all these companies and porn websites are just completely fucking skipping over. And this woman went out and did it. She made erotic films, pornography for us, and they were amazing and they did really fucking well, and she made a lot of fucking money from it. And it's unfortunate because I feel like a lot of men that work in the porn industry like don't get that. Like, do you know how much more money you could fucking make if you just did what we wanted? We can definitely fucking help you up your dollars, dude, if you just listen to what we fucking want. Did you ever know anyone who has ever dated their teacher or boss? No, I don't know anyone that's dated a teacher. Don't know anyone that's ever had a sexual relationship with a teacher. Their boss? No. But I had a relationship with my ex-boss when I was a teen. But we're not talking about that. What's the largest age gap relationship you've been in? 7 years, and that was when I was younger. I've done a whole video on that if you want to see it. It's on my channel. Oh my god, this is funny. Dick size, can't wrap your hand around it. Ever seen one that big? Book descriptions. I know, in every fucking book, these women, right, they make the dude have a huge dick, and I'm just like, that's just not reality. Like, I have not come across one that big that I can't wrap my hand around. Like that, what the fuck? That's mortifying. I'd be petrified if I went into someone's pants and they had a dick that big that I couldn't wrap my hand around it. Like, I'd be afraid of my fucking life. Someone asked me, this isn't a taboo question, but what is the best thing about living in Australia? I've never lived anywhere else, so I can't fucking compare it. Like, what do you mean? Like, I don't know any different. The best thing, I don't know, fucking free healthcare. That's what we say all the time. You know what is not the best thing? The fact that we don't have free dental. Like, if you're telling me that I pay this much tax and I still don't have free dental, like, you go to prison, right? If you commit a crime in Australia and go to jail, you get free dental. What the fuck? Why are those cunts getting free fucking dental and I'm not? They committed a crime. I'm paying tax, bitch. Like, give me good teeth. I don't want to pay thousands of dollars to fucking fix my teeth. Anyway, what is the best thing about living in Australia? I think how safe it is. Like, it's very fucking safe, and I think people don't think that. I don't know if people know that, but it's super fucking safe. Like, we've had very little things happen here, as in like attacks and stuff like that, and just like, it's fucking safe. I've always felt really fucking safe, not in danger at all. I don't know if that's just where I live. Like, there has been certain things that have happened over the years. Like, there was that bombing in the city at the Lindt chocolate cafe. Was that a suicide bomber? I can't remember. That was full on, because that was like the only time anything like that's ever actually happened here. And like, we don't have guns and stuff here. Like, that's all against the law. But it's safe. And like, I've come across so many backpackers Like so many backpackers throughout my years from like Europe and stuff that just come here by themselves and just live their fucking best life. I feel very safe here. And I'm petrified of other countries because I don't know, I just know like it's not the same. Like, you know, it's just not the fucking same. But yeah, I feel, you know, free healthcare, everyone says that, but like, I think the best thing about here is the safety. Like, and even, I know people don't think about this, even if there was like World War fucking 3, right? There's no countries surrounding us besides fucking New Zealand. Like, we are a giant fucking island. It's really fucking hard for you cunts to get here, you know what I'm saying? Like, good luck. Good fucking luck. And it's just like, I feel safe because like we're on our own down here. Like we're fucking so far away from everyone. Like I was literally I was talking to my friend Jem. She also is a booktuber. I plan on going to the UK once COVID's over. And the travel ban's lifted from Australia and everything's like back to normal. I plan on going to the UK and staying with her. Anyway, I was looking at flights and how long the flights are. 36 fucking hours to the UK from here. 2 stopovers. You have to stop over in like Hong Kong and some other place. And I'm like, are you fucking serious? Like everything's so far away. I want to go to the States so bad, but it's like fucking 24 hours or something ridiculous on a plane. And like, I can't handle that. I hate the plane. I hate planes. I get mad anxiety. Like, my last plane trip was my first plane trip and it was 8 hours to Thailand from Melbourne. And I dropped 3 Valiums on the way home and 2 on the way there and they did nothing. Like my adrenaline was through the fucking roof. Like I went to the doctor and said I'm afraid of flying. He gave me Valleys, fucking took them, was expecting to get knocked the fuck out and feel real good. No. But anyway, the best thing about living in Australia is how safe we are and how like, I don't know. There's lots of cons, okay? We're not perfect. No country's fucking perfect. Our history is bullshit. Like, don't even look into it. You'll be ashamed. It's a safe place to live. And we're very, very fucking lucky. And I think we forget that too. Like, so many people come here, like so many immigrants and stuff, come here for safety and for a good life. And we take that for granted. Like, we take that for fucking granted. Would you ever stay with a cheating partner if they were truly sorry and tried to change? Yes, and I have done that multiple times. How do you know when you're ovulating? Definitely Google it. Your vagina tells you, like, your discharge changes. You may feel like a bit tender in your breasts. You may feel like your sex drive's higher. I also follow my period. I track my periods with the app called Flow. This isn't sponsored. I've been using this for years and I just, where is it? Yeah, I track when my period is, like there's my last period and then it estimates like when you're ovulating and when I'm ovulating, this is really accurate. I always know when I'm ovulating because my mucus changes and I'm fucking really horny. I just want to like ride. Like, I just want to have sex constantly. Like, my ovaries are like, impregnate me, bitch. And when I've gone to check my app, it's been correct. Like, I've been ovulating. So definitely get like an app to track your period. And also just kind of learn like your mucus and stuff like that. But yeah, everything changes down there when you're ovulating. It tells you. Have you ever tried BDSM? Would you like to try it? Or what exactly would you like to try? No, I've never tried BDSM and it's not my thing. I'm not into it. Not at all. Okay, so this is going to be my last question for the video. I've been dating the same guy since I was 14 and we have a baby together. But I've recently caught him talking to guys. I confronted him about it and he got super defensive saying it was a mistake and he would never even think of touching a man. I still feel like he cheated on me and I have no idea what to do or how to feel. I love him and I just want him to be honest with me, but I feel like he's scared to talk to me. Oh my God, my heart, my fucking heart. You caught him talking to other guys. Was it sexual? Like, was he like, I don't know, was he like chatting them up? Like, was he wanting more with them than just a friendship? And you've been with him since he was 14. That's really common, okay? So don't feel like there's something wrong with you. It's actually really common for people to be in long-term relationships and like their sexuality just flips. So don't think that there's anything fucking wrong with you, okay? There's nothing wrong with you. Obviously you're hurt and obviously you feel like you've been cheated on and I totally understand that. yeah, just try and be honest with him and have a conversation with him and just remind him that you love him, and no matter the outcome that you will forever love him and you will always have a relationship with him because you have a child together. I feel really sorry for him because if he's questioning his sexuality, he's obviously wanting to experiment, but if he doesn't want to lose you, oh, this is a horrible situation, babe. I feel for you. This is horrible, especially if you have children together. Yeah. I don't know. Just try and like get him to open up. Don't judge him. Try and put your feelings aside, because I know it's painful and it is like a form of cheating, and I understand that. And his behavior shouldn't be justified, but he's obviously really struggling internally with who he is and like what he's attracted to. And obviously he's wanting to explore and experiment with men. So just try and remind him that that's okay. Like, that if he ends up being gay, like, that's okay. Oh my God, that would be horrible. I just want to honestly, like, get you to come around and have a coffee with me. Like, I just want to give you a cuddle right now because, oh, I don't know what to even say. Like, I don't even know what type of advice to give you. I've never been in that situation. But I know of people that have been in long-term relationships. Like, I know people, like, I actually know people that have been in long-term relationships, had their children, and then came out after the kids were born, and their relationships ended and they moved on. It's common. It's really common. But try not to take it to heart like it's you as a person. He's obviously really struggling internally, babe. It's not on you. It's not on you. All you can do is just make sure he's okay and try and get him to be honest. You know, he needs to come out of the dark. If he's gay, like, he needs to, not only for you and your relationship, and for him as well, and for your child. I love you. I'm sorry. That's a really tough one. I'm running out of battery, so I need to wrap up the video now. There was tons more questions, but yeah, I've run out of time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more like this, let me know in the comments below. If you want me to do like a video on one topic, I really want to do a video about periods and my experience with my period. If you're into that, let me know in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, thumbs up, subscribe before leaving, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.